Hello, Utah fans and film fanatics. It's Elijah coming at you from day 4 of Utah International Film Festival. And with me, we have Mariajose Martinez talking about her role as producer on the music video Backatown. Thanks so much for joining us today. So we've been asking folks to tell us, a bit about the narrative. Of course, this music video has a narrative. So we'd love to hear a little bit about that story. But then, of course, if you'd like to share more about your role as a producer, that would be phenomenal.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sounds good. So, this is a jazz music video. So, basically, it is about a guy who's trying to propose to his girlfriend, and he's having a really hard time trying to propose to her. And he basically, like, what happens is his nerves. He gets so nervous that like all of these like moving parts are happening, and he's finally trying to like get to his girlfriend to propose, but everything is happening, like all these dancers are like bumping into him, and then at the end he finally proposes to her. So it's like a love story.
Awesome.
But the director and like the DP, they really interpreted this like song as a love story. I'm not sure if like that's what the musician was trying to say in his song, but they both really thought it was like a love story, so they created a narrative for it. They didn't just want it to be a music video, they wanted it to be like a narrative because they both love narratives. So they created this whole love story, and honestly it turned out really well, and I hopped on board. They asked me, they both reached out to me, and they were like, we would love for you to produce this. I'm really good friends with both of them. And yeah, they reached out, and I read like the script, and I saw like what they had ready. So they didn't have too much ready for pre-pro yet. I really helped out with that. But yeah, I really loved the idea of making this like a narrative jazz music video, and I've always wanted to do like a jazz related narrative or film or like music video. So I was really excited to be a part of something like this.
That is really cool that it's jazz and narrative because to your point, well, let me ask, were there vocals in the music video?
No, there
Yes,
wasn't. No,
at all.
no, none. Yes.
So I was picturing that. I'm like, wow, the a lot of times when you have lyrics, of course it's going to say a story or like guide some kind of narrative. But the fact that the director and you said the DP,
Yeah, DP. Yeah.
and yourself, right? Because you became involved in pre-production.
Yes.
Just crafted a narrative. Of course, they set the bones, it sounds like, and then you got to help them to flesh this out. That's really exciting. And actually, I love how unique that is, with it being jazz. Was there anything just in the pre-production process that you felt particular inspiration from, or anything that was fun that you want to share?
Okay. It was, that's a great question. I think even though this was really hard for me, I had to like get instruments for everyone. We had like a saxophone player, we had somebody playing the drums, we had somebody playing the bass cello.
Oh, wow.
And then like the piano. It was really it was a lot of work for me to try to get these instruments, but it was fun. It was so much fun to try to like go on a Facebook Marketplace anywhere to try to get these instruments. It was a challenge, especially for the piano, but I used to play the violin, so and I love classical music, so it really just did inspire me to like maybe pursue playing the violin again.
Yes.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun to try to find these instruments that I used to like involve myself in a lot when I was a kid. The piano was definitely a challenge, but it was a fun challenge. Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine. That's so cool.
Yeah, it was very heavy.
Like you're just like, yeah, thank you. And then you're all like,
Exactly.
that's so awesome. And that's actually something I really love just about art in general, right? Is it does have this side effect of reawakening things in ourselves, right? And then we get to kind of have those venues to pursue some of that energy. So I love that happened. Now, were you on set at all when they were filming this?
Yes, we filmed for 4 days, and I was on set. I love being on set. I know that like producers don't necessarily have to be on set, but I'm a producer who does like to be on set.
That's great.
I like to burn out fires. Like if there's an issue that happens, like I want to be there and help out with that issue. I think it is really important for a producer to be there, or like a production manager, just so we can help out the director, so they can worry about like the creative aspect of it, and we can worry about like the logistical stuff, like the issues that go beyond, like behind the scenes. So that's why I prefer to be on set. But yeah, I was on set for all 4 days. It was so much fun. I interacted with everyone. I love talking to all the actors, and I just love helping out everyone there too for whatever they needed me to do.
So
Yeah.
awesome. That's so cool. And then something I'm curious about, because I haven't had the opportunity yet. I do want to check this out to see the music video. You mentioned dancers were getting in the protagonist's way.
Yeah.
So is that, but was that demonstrative of obstacles in pursuit of love, or what was that about?
It was just he was really nervous. Like it's like in the first like frame basically. He's sweating. He's really nervous, and he wants to tell her, but but basically there's just kind of these obstacles that are preventing him to. They're not really it's just his nerves. I think that it's like a metaphor of his nerves that he really is building up the courage to tell her, but he just doesn't know how to, and then he finally comes out and says it.
I was mental and emotional.
Yes,
I love that.
That are stopping him. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And then, were you involved in anything in post-production, or was that more like, hey,
I was not too much. Our director was more so our post coordinator, if anything. But I did they did send me the video to make sure hey, do you like these? We want to make sure that we are also involving you in post, just to make sure that you are enjoying the videos just as much as everyone else. So they would send it to me, and whenever I would watch it, I would give my critiques, but not too hands-on with this one. I really do trust our editors. We usually work with the same group of people, and they're great. But obviously, I will continue to see them. I don't want to just be oh yeah, do whatever you want. Right. I don't want to be one of those producers. But no, I did get to see it, and I would say little things here and there. But they're great, great editors. We won also best editing for a film festival in LA.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no, and I wasn't surprised. They did such a good job in the edit.
That's so cool. And yeah, it's all about that collaboration for those things to come together, right?
Exactly.
I think equally there's probably as much trust, not to speak on behalf of the editors, but it sounds like them being kind of course they have to be open, but to the regard of being lend that creative element to it, I think says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's wonderful. And then just seeing all this team come together to create this really cool concept for the music video and then execute. I'm curious, so it's in film festivals now. Of course, we're so happy that it's a part of the Utah International Film Festival. And having it as a part of our festival, what would you say you're hoping to accomplish?
I really enjoy the edit. I think they did such a great job with it. I was honestly so impressed by the final cut that I really hope that we continue to win best edits. I'm not sure if that's a category here, but if it is, I really, really hope to continue to get the appreciation for our edit for this film. Just because if you do see it, I think you would notice what I'm talking about. There are certain aspects to the film where the edit just is just so smooth, and they did such a great job. So I really hope that we continue to get that recognition for it, and then also just winning maybe best music video would be amazing. Because I think jazz is just kind of a dying art. So I think we want to get back to that art form, that community, because it is still such an important musical genre. So we just really, really hope that we are helping jazz in a way.
Absolutely. Because with jazz, what I like about about it as a genre is that the fans, right? Well, it may not be, and honestly, probably, I think personally for probably being a good thing, there's not as many people who will run to it, but those who are exposed and a fan of jazz, I feel, are far more passionate than something, than let's say the pop genre, for example.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's really cool. I love that you're helping to keep that alive, and I would absolutely love to see it. So awesome. Well, it's been wonderful getting to talk to you. Are there any other elements that you want to share, or anything else you want to share with the folks tuning in?
So I work for this company and it's my company with my friends. It's called Breachlight. We were able to make this jazz music possible with me and my friends. And if you want to continue to tune in, we are on social medias and on YouTube. But yeah, we have this company that we do a bunch of narratives, we do a bunch of music videos. Yeah, so if you want to tune into any cool stuff, Breachlight.
And it's let's go ahead and spell it for folks.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, yeah, for sure. So it's BREACH and then a capital LIGHT.
Love it. Easy. Awesome. Yeah, I'll actually check it. So that's on YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah, yeah. And also we have a website. We're more active on Instagram.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think everybody is, So that's awesome. Well, Mariajose, thank you so much for your time today. Everyone check out Backatown, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in.